Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What I have here in my hand is tiger nut, popularly known as atari. People say it is good for the men. Some say at night. People call it charge your battery. How do you call it? My name is Prince Opon, and my colleague is Sampari Owusu-Banahene. We are Tiger House. Tiger nuts is a cash crop similar to cocoa, but it's not given due recognition because many farmers are losing interest in the trade because no value is added to the tiger nuts. And this is where we come in. We add value to the tiger nuts, process it into a milk drink and the biscuits. We also extract starch from the tiger nut to make a laundry starch spray. This is the first of its kind in the world. Yes, this is the first kind of it in the world. We make every use of the tiger nuts with the drink and the biscuits and the starch spray. Over the past 2 years, our solution has gained traction, and many people call from different region in Ghana seeking for our products. But unfortunately for us, we are unable to meet the demand because of our low capacity and low shelf life of our products. With an amount of $82,000, we'll be able to increase the shelf life of the product and the capacity of the product, and also give out more employment to the youth while making tiger nut farming very lucrative. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam and Prince.
Thank you.
My question is, you are into production of tiger nuts, and then your main raw material is tiger nut. I don't know what else you add to it. Have you considered, for instance, you win this 100,000 and you are expanding your source of raw material? How is it sustainable? How do you intend to have a sustainable supply of raw materials?
Thank you very much, Madam. The issue about the availability of the raw material is one that came in at the early part of the competition. When it came up, we took it upon ourselves to trip to some communities that are known to be the main cultivators of the nuts. And it will interest you to know, in Central Region alone, a place called Praso in the Central Region, that place alone produces 90 metric tons a year. That alone is enough to take us through our yearly production. Let's consider other places like Eastern Region, Northern Region, and neighboring countries. So talking about the availability of the nuts is more than enough in the system to sustain the...
Okay. If you have enough raw material supply, you don't have a constraint in the volume of raw materials that can feed into your production. Why are you accessing only $82,000 out of a potential $100,000 to scale up your business?
Great. The 100,000 is what's coming in as direct money into the business, okay? Some of the monies will go into other ventures like capital, how to capacity building for the business, advertising, which that money won't come directly to us. It will be done through the McDonald Foundation to promote us. So we are seeking for that 80,000 for the business, and we're leaving the excess money for the foundation to promote Tiger House. Thank you.
Prince, good evening. One of the things I really like about your business is the fact that you are recognizing your waste and using a byproduct to make the starch. Can you give me a couple of other examples of where you've reduced waste in your business already?
Sorry, the question again, sir.
Where have you reduced waste in your business?
Okay. If you look at our biscuit pack, instead of the usual plastic bag, which its degradation is difficult and causes harbor to the environment. We have resorted to using paper pack that prevents wastage, that does not degrade the environment, unlike the rubber or plastic.
I was more looking at your business processes. In terms of the everyday function of your business, where have you noticed waste and eliminated it?
Yes. So initially, when we were producing, we were having a lot of the chaff, which was going waste. But currently, for about 4 kilograms of the tiger nuts, we make 50 bottles of the milk drink and 9 bottles of the starch spray, and we are also able to make 110 packs of the biscuits. So we make every use of the tiger nut, every bit of it. Nothing goes waste again.
Do you have an idea, since you're in production, of what your break-even production levels would be?
The good news is, if you produce 50 bottles of the drink, 9 bottles of the starch spray, and 110 cartons of the biscuits, anything about that, we start making profit. So our break-even point is very low.
So, where do you want to go from here? What are you producing and where do you want to go?
Currently, our primary market was in the University of Cape Coast community, but demand for the product has become so huge that we were not able to meet the demand. So now we managed to secure a bigger production facility and acquire some parts of production line that will boost our production to be able to reach other parts of the region. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to find out, so where are you trying to, which retail channels, once again, marketing channels are you going to put these products in? For example, one of the most innovative I've seen is the starch. I'm so impressed. I mean, I think this is amazing. Well done with the starch. I mean, that's a strong message. Well done. And have you identified a database? Have you created your market for that, your retail shops, or where you're trying to sell them, all the outlets, the markets, the different places where you're going to sell, both traditionally and digitally?
Okay. We supply our products to supermarkets, grocery shops, vendors, among others. And we've been to ShopRite, we've talked to them, they've accepted our products. But the issue was about capacity. So once we're able to get a bigger capacity, production and supply wouldn't be difficult.
Okay, so that was my next question. So where will the 100,000 get you to in terms of capacity? Where's your capacity now, and where will the 100,000 get you?
Our current capacity is we are able to do about 150 bottles and save for the biscuits per batch.
Translating to what percentage? You're like, if, let's just say, with the space you have now, what percentage?
Sorry,
you haven't checked. Okay. But in terms of ShopRite, what do you have to produce numerically to get into ShopRite?
Okay. We are looking at producing 1,000 units per batch per day, so that we'll be able to supply such places.
Okay, you do one batch a day?
No, as in a batch.
A batch per day. And how many batches do you do?
A maximum of 2 for the current state, for where we are seeking to go with the 100,000.
Okay. And how much does that generate you in income?
In the first year projection, we are looking at generating 1.25 as revenue, and the net profit after tax of 227,000 in the first year, and subsequent growth rates of 50, 20, and as it goes on. Thank you.
Did you say your products have shorter shelf life?
Yes, please.
So what are you going to do to address this issue? Because if they get on the shelves of the major supermarkets and you've not done enough promotion and advertisement, I mean, you're going to have to go and pick up all your products again. So what are you going to do to address this problem?
Thank you, sir. That's the more reason why we need 100,000. Once that money is obtained, we'll be able to solve all these problems. So we are going straight to... Okay. We will acquire a machine that will eliminate the human factor in the production. So Once we've eliminated that factor, the product will be able to stay on shelf for long.
I think you need to do some R&D, okay, to see how you can extend the shelf life of your product, because you have a very good product, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Tiger,
Yes, sir.
you have a very good product, but my fear of the 100,000, there's a lot of risk in the business you're doing. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir, in a way. But with the 100,000 is going to solve some of those risks. So once we get money...
What can
those-
the 100,000 do for you?
Great.
You have answered that, but I'm asking you again. So I'm talking about a risk. Your product is perishable. I don't want to waste the 100,000 for you. And I want to see you very rich. So I give you 100,000. You produce a product which have a shorter shelf life.
Thank you, sir. Yes, like we said, we have not even done a lot of adverts, but we had a lot of wholesalers coming on board trying to get our products, but they shied away because of our shelf life. And with this machine, it's going to take away it is going to improve its shelf life, and now we can supply to all those bigger wholesalers and shops who came on board. So it takes away all the risks.
Tell me how the machine is going to solve the shelf life.
Yes, like he said earlier, now we are doing a lot of the work manpower, and which is adding the human effort is adding microbial contamination, which reduces the shelf life. But with the machines, we'll be able to kill all the bacteria even in 2 stages, which will make the product have a shelf life. Now, currently, we're having a milk product like our product, which is Vitamilk. But the shelf life of Vitamilk is 1 year, telling us we have also the chance to do that. And we have calculated, and we know that we get the 1 year shelf life.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.